Hello and welcome back to another Fear the Walking Dead video. So today I want to talk about the 5 dumbest decisions ever made on Fear the Walking Dead. But before we get into it, if you see in the top right corner the sign that says click me, I recommend you click it if you want more Walking Dead content. I have 100 videos on the channel, and if you click on that little thing, you go to the playlist of all my Walking Dead content, and I guarantee you'll find something there. Now let's go back to my top 5 list, and on my 5th slot for the dumbest decision made on Fear the Walking Dead is Morgan's decision right at the end of season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead to suddenly out of nowhere decide to not go back to Alexandria. And the reason this choice is so dumb is that nothing comes out of this choice. All that happens is, in a way, Morgan gets some people killed and the later seasons happen. 2, there's literally no indication previously that he wants to do this, and he just comes out of nowhere, wants to do it. Even his whole thing earlier, his mind was set on going back to Alexandria, and it just comes off as a very stubborn thing where he's like, I'm going to prove Rick I don't need people, so he decides to never go back. This choice doesn't make much sense because he promised everyone else on Fear that he would take him to Alexandria, but why could he not do this in West Virginia or Virginia? Why does he have to do it in Texas? And as we've seen in Fear the Walking Dead season 4, there wasn't many people. The whole point was like, okay, there's basically no one in Texas. Why do you think he can save people in Texas? Why could he not done this in Virginia? It just makes kind of no sense for Morgan to make this choice. Now, at my number 4 slot is Strand in season 3, when he decided to make a deal with the Proctor about taking the dam. The reason why this is so stupid is that he knew at this point they're going back to the dam, and that Madison and stuff will end up at the dam, because the whole point was that Madison was like, okay, I'm going to give Ophelia back to Daniel even though she's bit, so we can kind of secure our place at the dam. And that was what they were planning to do, but then Strand went behind their back just because he wants power. And this choice is so stupid just because how selfish it is. And this choice ends up with the dam blowing up, and it ends up with a bunch of people dying. His stupid choice ends up killing everyone at the dam, minus all the main characters magically. Now, my number 3 slot is Chris's choice to go with the other 2 Americans in season 2 with the truck and leave his father. The reason why this is so stupid is that the show established that these 2 people will kill you if you're injured in any way, and that's a big risk. Like, any way you slow them down, they kill you. And Chris takes this risk knowing that he will probably die if he does anything wrong, gets injured in any way, and he takes it, and this leads to his death. And it's such a stupid way for Chris to die because he was just so arrogant and like, oh yeah, I'm one of those cool kids. Him thinking he was cool ends up getting himself killed. Now, number 2 is the stupidity of the stadium survivors. The reason why they're so stupid, their dumb choice gets Madison killed, and that's mega dumb. So what was their stupid choice? Well, the stupid choice is that they tried to escape the stadium while it was surrounded by walkers, and Strand and Alicia and Luciana said the stadium would have held, the walls of the stadium would have held the walkers off. But they decided, hey, we're going to try and drive through them, which ended up getting themselves stuck, and then led to Madison having to sacrifice herself so they could escape. And this is so stupid. If they just held their nerve and stayed in the stadium, they would have survived. And even if the stadium broke, they could have funneled the walkers and maybe killed them off or got out another way. It's just the people in the truck, the old people, and that young guy that we saw in season 6 come back, they got Madison killed with their stupidity. Now, in my number 1 spot is not a character for say, it's the military in season 1 of Fear the Walking Dead. The reason why they made the stupidest choice is because they had Operation Cobalt. You know, the idea that they had, which was evacuate the military and then kill everyone by bombing all the cities. However, as we saw in Fear the Walking Dead episode 6, when they were evacuating, they were saving some of the people in the hospital. Anyone who was injured slightly, they saved, and then they euthanized all the really injured people. Okay, the stupidity here is, why did they save the slightly injured people and then doom all the people who are perfectly healthy in safe zones in the cities? It makes no sense to go, okay, we're going to save this person who's slightly injured, and then we're going to have to treat them, and then we're going to let people who are perfectly fine, that all we got to do is just get out. but they killed them. It makes no sense, and it's just completely moronic to save people who are injured over perfectly healthy survivors. And that is it for the video. So what did you think about these 5 stupid decisions made on Fear the Walking Dead? Do you think there's stupider decisions out there? I think there is, but I just couldn't think of them. Please tell me if there's any stupid decisions out there. What do you think of these 5 stupid decisions? Did you like the video? Please tell me down below. And that is it for me today. So if you want more Walking Dead content, look on the screen. There should be some videos tagged or clipped somewhere up here for you to look at. I recommend you go click on them. And I'll say goodbye now. So goodbye, peace out, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.